Okay.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about,
Mhm.
and then we just talk about some. I'll let you take the floor and talk about what we've accomplished in the past month.
Okay.
But first, I would just like to say to everybody, welcome back to the Misunderstood podcast.
We are back.
We are back after a long wait. How long has it been? Like last time we filmed? Remember? It was we had Tony and Trellin here.
It was.
our last.
It's been at least a month and a half.
Yep.
At least I'm not, maybe 2.
Yeah,
2
and
months.
it's been like a missing piece,
Mhm.
that we needed because I fell in love with this type of style of like just being able to talk and express ourselves. But I digress. But anyway, guys, welcome back. Right now, what's the date today? Is it 27th, 28th?
Today's the 28th.
It's June 28th.
July.
I'm sorry, it's July 28th. Cut that out, guys. Make sure. Just kidding. It's July 28th, 2024. Beautiful, beautiful Sunday. And
12:57.
12:57, and we are just in a crazy place in our lives right now. We've talked about on this podcast previously. We talked about manifestation and the power of that, and we're literally seeing all this stuff come right in front of our faces right now. Cut that out. And what's up? What, Gina? What's so funny about
Nothing.
that?
Keep going.
Oh, you keep that in. Actually, you know what? Keep that in. Keep that in. Don't cut that out. And I don't know why you're laughing about that. I'm just saying literally. But we've literally seen everything just like right in front of us just kind of start to happen. All the work that you've put in for 7, 8 years, going on 8 years. Me, myself, the past little over 3, just literally grinding.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're just seeing the fruits of our labor.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on, G?
Nothing, man. Stayed up a little too late last night.
Yeah. We should talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
That was such a fun. We had such a fun day last night with everybody. We went to Top Golf in Cranston.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a couple of our friends. We went out with my girlfriend, Gina's wife, a couple of members of the gym, and a couple of my friends who live out in Rhode Island. It was just an awesome time.
We definitely need one in Connecticut, if not
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we got to do something like that. That was just so. Like I said, we were kind of riffing earlier, and I said to you, I was so inspired. I left inspired. Like it was just, how much dough are they reeling in here, and what they got something figured out,
Yeah, every bay was booked.
Every bay was booked,
and all 3 was it 3 floors?
I'm pretty sure it was 3 floors.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. I don't even know how many different bays they had, like a lot of bays, and so they're just racking in.
And inside was busy too. Like
Yep,
they
inside,
had what's that game that you were playing?
I think it's called Shuttleboard.
Shuttle?
Or Shuffleboard or Shuttleboard.
Oh, that was fun though. I want to get one of those in here. Like
that was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just chill and just like BS and play. Me and you would probably end up beefing because we're so competitive, but that's the blessing and a curse in my life, my competitiveness. Sometimes people hate me for it, but others would love me for it. But yeah, that was fun, man. And like you said, while you're waiting, their setup is genius. It really is. Like they have the pro shop in front with the gloves and the different things you could buy in front, and then you walk in and then you see all the bays on the first floor, and then to the right when you walk in, there's a huge full bar with TVs, and they had a foosball table with a shuffleboard, shuttleboard, whatever it's called, and you just chill there and wait for your bay to be ready.
Yeah.
And you could just get a couple of drinks there. It's like, it's really top notch. It was
awesome.
A
lot of fun. I like playing golf. Like I didn't realize I would like playing it so much. I know we did the tournament. I don't even know if we've talked about that since
we'll
the last
talk about
podcast.
it. Yeah, we talked about it
last podcast. But yeah, I enjoy playing. It's fun. Especially ripping it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
The thing that Top Golf has done that's like, I think the reason why they're so successful is because they've made it for like the common golf, the people who don't necessarily play golf.
Sure, yeah.
It's accessible. Everybody, you could go on there. Like Anna yesterday, first time playing golf ever. You could go up there, pick up a club that they said anyone could hit or whatever, and then you could make contact.
Well, she whiffed it a few times and still beat me because she got in the targets.
Exactly. So they have like the Angry Birds game. They have close to the hole. There's so many different games, so they got that figured out because anybody could play that.
Yeah.
And then they have the options to where if people don't play, or people who do play golf, closer to the pin, farthest drive, there's things that you could do that if you want to really actually compete, you can compete too. So that was really awesome. So we did that, and then we came back to the casino.
Yeah, Mohegan.
Went to Mohegan Sun, and shout out to Mohegan Sun, awesome establishment. And
my stomping grounds in high school.
Yeah,
somewhat college.
Yeah, that's G's spot. Yeah, her name is actually engraved in the parking lot of
Winter.
winter parking lot. If you guys want to go
The
check that out.
the top of the winter parking lot.
Gene
That's
Graves.
my yeah.
But then
Anyway,
we went to Mohegan, and then we went to FanDuel. We watched UFC. I'm thinking of 3 or 4. Don't quote me on that, but and we just watched the fights. You know, and it was
that was awesome. I've never been there before. I've never been to FanDuel.
yeah, that was.
And
that
the
was
screens were like, huge.
Yeah.
And the seats we got were awesome.
Yeah.
The food was good.
And the best thing that I liked, and I think I mentioned this to you last night, unless I dreamt this, but pretty sure I mentioned it to you. But like everyone was just so peaceful.
Oh yeah, you said that, yeah.
Yeah, like everyone was just chill. No one's arguing. Everyone's everyone's sitting there laid back. It's not like there's no rowdiness.
Yeah.
Everyone going. It's like
well, when the what's his name, Patty?
Yeah.
When he won, everyone was just cheering.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Like,
it was cool.
It was cool. The environment is awesome. And then Eric was telling me. Eric is one of our coaches here. Eric was telling me that when it's like a bigger fight, like Adesanya or like Sugar Sean, the house is betting on the same fighter, so everyone's just going nuts in there, and it's just like, so I'm excited. We gotta go back there. We gotta go back and watch another big event.
Yeah, I just have trouble staying up that late now because I'm old.
Yeah. Well, I think like for me, it was first of all I had a Monster Energy, but on the way up there, so that definitely helped me, no question. But I just had to pace myself. That's what I gotta do. I just gotta pace myself. Like yesterday.
What do you mean? With what?
No, in general, throughout the day. Like I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't just go super hard the whole day, so I'm exhausted. Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did a lot yesterday.
Well, yeah, I got up. We did some yard work around here, right? But like when I was doing yard work, I would like do 45 minutes. I'll come and get a break, chill for a minute. Go back because I'm not. There's no. I mean, what I'm saying, there's no. Someone telling me hurry up, go. Right. Yeah. So I'm just pacing myself, and the same thing like when I'm drinking or when we're going out. I'm just sipping, chilling. Like I'm not trying to take shots anymore, and like I used to be doing, and I'm just pacing myself gradually, and then it's a taper down on the way home, like. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different life.
Yeah, I coached the 9, and then we worked out. Ashley worked out from like 10:15 until I think we left at 2. So we were just doing the comp train, and then I got my nails done, and then we went back to my house, and we got ready, and then we drove out to Cranston.
Yeah.
So it was an eventful day for sure. Like sometimes we just like to chill, but it was so beautiful too. Like it was a perfect day yesterday.
Yes.
It wasn't too hot. It was sunny.
Yes.
Just awesome day.
Yeah, it was just one of those days, and that's I wanted to get up early to do the yard work before. So
you did get up early. Yeah, you were here super early.
I got here at 7. I got here like 7:05, but it was perfect because it was like 7:68. It was like cool, perfect, like it was perfect. And then as the day got on, it was just like 75, like 80 maybe at the most, but it was just sunny and beautiful. So it was just that was my. I'll do yard work any day like that. It was just perfect. That's the exact type of day you need. You know. But yeah, I think I talked about this to you as well. But I just love those days where they're like, it's good to have one of our members calls it a rot day, where you just sit back, you do nothing,
you
lay
just
back,
chill in bed,
right?
Yeah.
Those are good days too. But I feel more, I don't know,
fulfilled.
Like, fulfilled, yeah. I feel more fulfilled when I have something set up. From 7 to 9.
Yeah.
Right? Like I got something all day planned. Like I don't look at it as like, oh, I got a long day. I'm like, yeah, like I don't have to sit around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like being able to, like on Fridays, I don't go to the gym till 3, but I'm always either getting a haircut, like I'm doing something, getting something done in that, like, in that time frame to try to just not get into old habits of sitting around.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that those days are better than like like rot days again are good. But like only once in a while, I gotta grind, man. I love it. I just love like interacting with people because you just don't know who you're gonna meet or what could happen. What situation? I'll give you a perfect example. Last night, on the way, we're leaving. We go into the elevator on the way back. And you know me, I'm a clown.
Mohegan?
Mohegan, yeah, sorry. We were leaving Mohegan, and you know me when I get in elevators, right? I'm a clown. So it's me, Eric, Lauren, and then there's this guy. We get in, and this guy walks in after, bag full of Krispy Kreme donuts, right? So I'm joking around with the guy, and I'm like, now, I could have said nothing, just standing there awkwardly quiet with and this thing, and just rolled up and just left, right? But I'm a fool, so I'm like, sir, and I'm dead serious. I'm like, sir, did you hear what's going on? He's like half late. He's a great dude. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, there's a bad batch of Krispy Kreme donuts going around. I just want to make sure. Listen, I don't want you to get harm. I don't want you to get in trouble. Let me test those out for you, and just make sure those are still good. They're good to go. And he starts laughing or whatever. He's like, bro, I can't, bro. I got my nieces and nephews. I gotta give it to them in the morning. I can't, bro. I was, oh, I understand, bro. Duty's call. I get it, man. Laughing and joking. So we leave. We get to the roof. We leave. We separate. And walking away. He goes, yo, bro, come here, bro. You want a donut? I'm like, bro, of course. I'll take a donut. Me and Eric, the hot light was on. Warm glazed Krispy Kreme donuts on the way
It's
out.
the best. Yeah.
And we leave the casino last night with warm donuts.
Lauren, did I get a donut?
I gave her half of mine. I didn't want to ask, hey, can we get the third with, you know what I mean? So I just took it and I gave her half of mine. But
Nice.
But my point is like that's what I'm talking about when I mean in like life in general. Like you could just stay in the room and watch TV. That's fine. You could do that, but you're not gonna get a donut. You're not gonna get a free.
That's a
Christmas.
good.
You're not gonna get. You're not gonna.
That's a
get
good. What's the word I'm looking for? Analogy. That's a good analogy for life, I think.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like you gotta. And I said that on the car ride home. They probably thought I was nuts, but I was literally said this to Eric and Lauren on the way home. I'm like, you gotta take what I just did, guys, into life in general, every aspect of life. Experience things, talk to people, meet people, because you just never know what could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Now, that guy could have slapped me in my face and said, "Hey, listen, man, get out of my face. You're a creep or something." You know what I mean? Or it could go the other way. Now it's like, to me, I'll take my chances with getting the donut. That's just like a great, like, you know. I didn't always have the mindset. I was the guy to stay in the room all day and like I don't want to. Leave me alone. But then now once I flip that switch and I just want to like the people you can meet, man, is endless.
Yeah, I've noticed too. Like, I mean, we have not different perspectives, but like I haven't drank in a year, which is you know this, but
over a year now.
Over a year, yeah. So I found this company. It's called Three Spirits. It's like an elixir, they call it. It's like vitamins and herbs and stuff, and I basically made a flask and just took that with me around yesterday. Okay, it was like a
protein shake.
It was a protein shake bottle, sure.
Yeah.
But it honestly, like at the fight, like all the lights and stuff, it just makes everything more vibrant. And like as me personally, not being drunk, because I've been drunk before, I feel like I'm more aware of things, and like I notice like I feel sharper. I don't know how to explain it. Like out, like before, like when I was drinking like alcohol and stuff, I would just be like, I think I would drink it because I had anxiety, like social anxiety. So, but like this is a whole different experience. Like I feel really good, even though we were out late and stuff. Like I don't have a hangover and anything like that. But like
tired,
I just felt like I was into the fights. Like I was like seeing all the lights and like just vibrant and super focused. And I was thinking similar things that you were. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like that's 30 feet up in the air. Like we have, our facility is 40 feet high. So like what can we fit in, you know?
But I just think that it's like your level of like consciousness right now. Like I don't think it's the fucking elixir.
I mean, maybe.
Like,
I mean, yeah. I think you're right. I think
like I just think it's you're just super present.
Yeah.
You're becoming more present. You're just on that different consciousness.
I think drinking that and not, I mean, like how like the placebo effect almost. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, because I personally think it works, but I think me knowing that, hey, I'm not drinking the alcohol, I'm actually drinking this, it's like could potentially be enhancing that a little bit, you know what I mean?
Well, I think I'm not a doctor, but it's going to naturally help your dopamine and serotonin, because you're feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? You're not, and and I know what you mean by sharpness too, because I don't get drunk. Like I don't go out there and get like I'm not taking drinks anymore. I'm sipping, right? But I see people like that lady,
the girl behind us.
That's like hammered. Like
we were like I was waiting for the beer to like hit me in the.
You just look horrible.
I know.
She's holding.
But like you can't even be mad, because like personally, I probably have looked like that before.
For sure.
So it's like
she had a full beer. She was holding the full beer in her palm like this. It was just
behind us,
we
were just waiting to get all that beer all over us.
Oh, I didn't even tell you this. But that guy, remember that guy last night at the very end? You were like, watch out, like as you were going to the bathroom.
Oh, the wasted guy.
He was wasted, right? Hey, watch out for him.
I was like, yeah, because he was hanging on his girlfriend, I guess, or whoever, and he could not walk.
Yeah.
So I was just like, be careful.
So the elevator opened. The elevators come, like we get there, and I literally was like, yeah, we're not going in the elevator with him, right? Before we walk in there, because he's hammered and he's talking shit to people walking by.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. And then this black dude the elevator opens up, and this black dude like is standing right there, and he was like, "Yeah, what you looking at, pussy?"
No.
Yeah. Yeah, dead shit. And the dude knows he's hammered and just like smiling at him. And when I say the guy chest bumped the dude,
No.
yeah, and he was like, the dude was like smiling. His girl was like yelling at him like, "Stop it, stop!"
Jeez.
Like I'm just like, yo, people like, is it worth it? Is it you drinking and acting like this? Like it to me, what do you like? That's just man. And being in public is just that's not a good look. So I see that, and then like even at FanDuel. There was a group of guys who were hammered, asking me how tall I was. We played basketball, and I was literally able to just like be outside of them, man, and just like take a look at like these dudes just like laughing.
Oh, the guy next to you?
Not him too. That was funny too.
I was like, God damn. Side note: every time we go out, every single time, there's no fail. Someone asks how tall you are.
Oh yeah.
Every
time, 100%.
single
time. I'd be a rich man.
But we could be like anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the supermarket. It could be like down Norwich near El Rancho's.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's just so fun. And I've been around you so much, and I'm so used to that now. It's just like hilarious.
Every like they can't hold it.
It's so
yo, how about this? How about this? Last night, the guy goes to me. He turns around. He's like waiting for the girl. He goes, "Man, it's got to be so annoying, right? How many times do people ask you how tall you are?" And I was like, yeah, just the amount of time how many people ask me how tall I am. It's the same exact thing, dog. You commenting about other people commenting how tall. I hear that just as much as I hear about people asking me how tall I am. Like, you know,
so
trying to side, like putting the people who ask me on the side, grouping them with the people who don't ask me. It's like the same. And then he goes, he looks back, he turns back and goes, "How tall are you, man?" I swear to God. It's just like, can't hold it. It's like impossible to hold. It's funny, but like I always say, like my dad was the one who kind of helped me with that in my life, right? Because like when I was younger, I got annoyed by it because like it was every single day, all the time, people just come up to me, how tall, like, or just like staring and looking. And so finally, my dad was like, "Listen, man, like you could take one of two routes in life. You could just keep getting pissed every single day." And like just letting these people you have no clue ruin your day, right? And it'll turn into your life, right? Because it's gonna be that's what I'm thinking. But he said, or you could just like make a joke out of it and like reverse it and turn it on, like, you know what I'm saying, and just make light of it.
The funniest one is when they're like, "Do you play basketball?" And you're like, "No, I play whatever the fuck." You just make something up.
I'll say badminton or something.
Yeah, and they're just so thrown off.
Yep.
They're
and
like,
or someone say, "Hey, how tall are you?" I'd be like, "I'm like 5'11", 6 feet."
Yeah.
Like dead serious to them. Like, I'm 5'11". Why? Like, how tall are you? And they're like, no, you're not. It's like that. Oh shit, no shit.
It's so funny.
But yeah, man, it was I'm used to it. And I again, I'm gonna go back to what you said before. I don't think that has anything to do with you not drinking. Again, it helps, right? I know. I don't like to get like I wasn't hungover at all. You saw me. I was just sipping, chilling like throughout the night, you know. But I just think that we're on a different wavelength right now, and the way we've been moving and the moves that we've been making, it's just like there's no need for us to get drunk.
Yeah,
and
it's like not.
I'm happier. Like I wanna be sharp, and I wanna be present. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. There's no way you're as present as you can be, obviously sober, than when you are drinking. You know what I'm saying? So like. And again, I was just tipsy throughout the whole entire day. I was never like, oh, like, you know what I mean? I had a great time yesterday. I think that was awesome.
Same.
But I think it's just tied into how our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I know you. I'm not. You know me. I'm not trying to say go drink. But I think that if you were to sip throughout the day, and it wouldn't, like, you would be surprised because when you stop drinking, and where you are now mentally. Like over a year
completely
ago.
Different,
my God. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Completely. And I think that's what it ties. Because I used to just go and just get drunk, drink after drink, and just every night be here. You've seen me out sometimes just like so drunk.
Yeah, we used to go out like all. I remember we used to go out every weekend.
Yeah.
At one point, we were just like, fuck it.
Right. Like I was sipping at Topgolf. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just had a couple of drinks, drove home, had a couple sips at FanDuel, like under the speed limit. Shout out to my boy Ian, under the speed limit. Okay, bro, I'm telling you, if you're watching this, it was under the speed limit, and you know who I'm talking about. But I mean, and it was under the legal limit. That's what I meant. But yeah, but it was just I just think that we're at a different. Yeah. You know. But let's talk a little bit about
what's been happening.
I'll let you talk about what happened at the end of last month. If you want to get into that.
Sure. All right. So let's see. I think the last time we mentioned it, we were like talking about how we had some stuff going on, and we just couldn't bring it up yet and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
So, all right, let's just do like a quick little overview. So we are in our facility, our gym. It's 40,000 square feet. It is on top of 7 acres of land. And, and about 2 years and 6 months ago, so February.
What is it? July, about to be 2 years, it'll be 2 years, 6 months in like a couple days.
So we moved in February 2022, February 1st, 2022. And we've been in a lease to own contract. So we were, renting the building, moved our CrossFit and our other physical fitness stuff into this facility.
Always intending to buy the place.
Yep.
From day one.
Yep. We rebranded everything to Norwich Fitness Center.
Yep.
And we just started kind of grinding from there. And about on June 26th, we signed and closed on the building.
The building, the land, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yep. So I don't know. When it happened, it was like I was kind of like in shock, I guess. Like
still
because it was very like we've been busting our ass. We've been grinding every single day, working towards that one goal. We have other things we're working on too, but that's like that was the main thing because that's the foundation of everything. And then once it happened, it was like, wow, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
we could breathe. We could breathe and we could do the things because I mean we could talk about it now, but we put literally $60,000 into lights that were not ours.
Yeah.
Like into a building that was not ours.
But we had the intent. You know what I mean?
But I say that to say this, like and we're called stupid for it.
Yeah, that's
true. Because of the decisions that we were doing, but what it was that we just believed in our image. We believed in ourselves so much that didn't matter. Anybody could say anything, and it didn't matter. Like we were set on, and like throughout.
It was a good move though because like it did the lights in here previously for us moving in here were like the old industrial lights. So it was like
and it was ripping it
was crazy. So like we switched those out and then we had a payment which sucked, but
at the time, we're making these payments on these lights in the building to where it's like. Some you know what I mean. We won't get into specifics, but it gets close sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean, and it gets tough. So to now you come full circle, and it's an unbelievable investment because we'll never have to do the lights. Yeah. Like we'll never have to spend that type of money, which we would have inevitably had to have spent. Yeah. And now it's just like those type of decisions we've been making. Like that's just a small, and that's obviously that's a big decision, but those type of decisions, that's our mindset on everything. Yep. Like we have that mindset. Like when we first came in here, we didn't just sign a month-to-month lease for the building for the building and the land. We signed day one a lease to own. Right. So our intentions before we even got here were to buy this place. When we walked in here and saw Rich for that first day, we weren't looking for a place to just come in here and take part in something. Yeah. We were trying to take over this place, and we knew that we had our vision. We were set on that. Now throughout that, I mean, again, not to get into specifics, but throughout that journey, there were people who were trying to deter that.
Yeah, multiple
people trying to deter, multiple times, multiple people trying to deter it. But like in my mind, I just go right back. I go back to in a heartbeat what it would be like if it was the other way around.
If we just gave up.
Yeah. If it was just like, you know what I'm saying? If it, like people would be in our position if they could be, and but they don't understand that day in, day out. At this place all day, every day, all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously we have days off, but like far and few in between. And like I wouldn't want it any other way.
I agree.
Like we were fighting for this place. Like for real, man. And like whether it be through just any little obstacles that we had to go through, it was just it was worth it.
100%,
it was worth it, man. Like because now we could bring in equipment. We could add to the add to the property. We could start moving stuff around. We could just like we have the vision now. We've had the vision before. We kind of been like that caged greyhound behind the gate trying to go, and now we're actually able to do it. And I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. I know for real because like you've overcome not only before I even got here. Like when I was during COVID, I wasn't even a part of the gym at all, right? You were at the house filming classes in your back room,
Mm-hmm.
you know, grinding,
Mm-hmm.
keeping this place alive. When I again, like without you making those type of moves,
Mm-hmm.
like and doing that and keeping the members and being able to keep the gym open, like this place does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I want you to remind yourself of that regularly. Like, dude, like what you overcome, like anything else now coming in the future,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you should have a Teflon umbrella surrounded it shouldn't matter because
No,
of what you've overcome.
I've definitely learned a lot. Like, um, I had to learn I did not know the amount of things that I would have had to be doing or like branch out to when I started this. So like for instance, like I started out doing like softball, baseball, strength and conditioning. I did Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu for a while. I did
Gotta get back into that.
I know I do miss that. I did like physical. I was, I played in college, I played softball in college. So like I've always been active, and then, but like going from that to opening like a gym, and then also having to understand like the business side of things. So like projections and understanding like how to create a network with the community, and then also reaching out to getting a relationship with certain banks and making sure that you have a positive I don't know persona in the actual community involving everybody, and then also getting to know every single member and making sure that you as a business owner, like you represent like your brand and like your core values. Like that was really huge for me, like the core value portion of it. Like I really tried to stick to that as much as like I possibly could. It would obviously evolve as we grew, because we went from
well, you grow.
well, yeah,
You
we went
evolve.
from a 5,000 square foot facility from in downtown Norwich to the 40,000 square foot plus the land now. So things obviously have to change. There's different approaches that have to be taken. There's different revenues that are coming in, different avenues of money, and definitely different expenses. Like the expense from the previous facility to this facility is completely different.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So like
it's overnight 1,000 members, over 1,000 members added.
Yeah, and on top of that, like you have to understand like it's just a bigger scale, like, right? So like I learned what I learned in the smaller facility, and then we got the notice to move over here, and then I think we moved in the next week.
It was insane.
So like we picked the whole facility up downtown, brought it in here. We built it that first month because the CrossFit Open was the end of February, so we had to get the rig up, we had to get everything all set. Mm-hmm. So we had the CrossFit area set up in a month, which was wild. And then we had to figure out, all right, like we didn't really own, there wasn't really, I ran open gym, but like not like this is more so like, standard machines, like members that
you mean the front gym?
The front gym,
gotcha,
right? So like so now I have to learn, all right, now I have to maintain the equipment even more so because there's so much more equipment. Yep. Then we were renting out the arena. We were trying to figure that out.
All your members, you were coaching all the members before.
Yeah, exactly.
You were literally their specific coach.
Yep.
So you went from having all your members being your student,
like 125 members.
Yeah.
To over, I think we had like 1,300 moving into here. So like it was wild. It was a wild
before
change.
I forget, I've always wanted to ask you this, and I always forget to ask you, but like what, because I was talking to Ashley about this, I think in the front a couple of days ago, but it wasn't until I had met you, mm-hmm. and that probably like when I was 30 years old, that I even thought about like ownership, mm-hmm. and what that meant, and like entrepreneurship and ownership. Like I never saw myself owning anything. I just never mm-hmm. pictured myself like owning anything or being a part of that. I thought, to me, there was just like gatekeepers, and that you had to just be a part of a certain type of new people. You know what I mean? Like, mm-hmm. I just the people own that building. Huh? Mm-hmm. Like this guy owns it over here. How? Like that's always my mindset. So what? And again, I know you started with your brother, and you guys had the idea to start the CrossFit. Mm-hmm. But like, what made you decide to want to be an owner? You know?
I mean, that's a good question. I don't know if I ever really personally thought about that, but I know that from where I was, like, from my childhood to where I am now is, like, a fucking 180 complete, like, difference,
Like,
right?
who
So
did you see? Was it someone that you saw or
well,
like
I started
inspired? Or like,
well, I mean, I've always had like really great mentors, like, or people that I did look up to because like throughout growing up, like I had a lot of shitty people that I saw and I was like, I don't want to be like this person.
mm-hmm.
So, you know, my first like person that I really looked up to, even though she gave me a fucking hard time, was my Western softball coach. So Heather Stone, shout out to you.
I remember you telling
She
about
was
it.
on my
Yeah, she
ass.
gave you a reality
She
check.
was on my. She was the first person I think ever that held me accountable for anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So, cause like before that, I was being raised by drug addicts and in foster families. So like, and I was wild, but I wasn't like super crazy. I just didn't understand accountability. I didn't understand, you know, like what it meant to like hurt. Like I was hurting people because I just didn't understand like what it was to be a good person and
Yeah,
like
hurt people.
yeah. So she was the one that actually even told me, she was like, you need to join the military, because she was in before. And I was like, you're crazy. Like, I'm not, you know, I thought about it before. Like, I talked about this before. I thought about joining the military after high school, but then don't ask, don't tell was a thing. So
Right,
then
yep.
I waited. I went to college. And then, you know, after her just drilling accountability into me, like, and it took a while. It wasn't like a first time thing. Like, there were multiple situations that I went through at Western that started to shape me into like the person, you know, that I wanted to be. And then she was like, you should think about joining the military. I was like, I don't think so. I mean, maybe, like, I thought about it before, but then they dropped don't ask, don't tell. I graduated college, and then I ended up joining because my home life was a shit show. So I would literally, when I went to Western, I stayed there all 4 years, or 3 years. I went to Central first, but I wouldn't even come home and unless it was like something crazy, like my nephew was being born, so I drove home, right?
Right, yeah.
But I stayed up there. I worked full time. I went to college full time. So like I think like she was my first, I guess, person to look up to, and then
What was her job outside of coaching?
she was a full time coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause all year round.
Was she
I think she still is a coach there.
Was
To
she
be honest.
was she active? Was she out of the military?
She's out. Yeah, she was out.
She at the time she was
Yep.
already out. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but she had been in before, so she was, you know.
She knew.
And then there were other people too, but like I just saw the difference between a drug addict slash, you know, someone that does not take care of their mental health versus someone that
She's on point.
is on point and that takes responsibility for themselves and like are very stable. And so like I started choosing or making decisions to go that way,
That route.
because like
Wow.
I very easily could have gone the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I
like,
think about that all the time.
because I
It's like,
personally like I've been scared to try. I've never tried anything crazy because I was like, fuck, I definitely have an addictive, probably like, I don't know, I have addiction in my family, so I'm not gonna even go down that route because I was just so scared to even attempt that, you know.
Yep.
So I went the other way, and I mean I'm still to this day trying to figure out, you know, self-worth stuff, and I know we talked about this, but I'm way better off now than even like in like April, you know what I'm saying? Because I've just been really focused on meditation, you know, haven't been drinking.
Well, the thing is like, it's forever.
Yeah.
There's no like,
Yeah.
I've been good since. It's every single day you got to work on it.
Yep.
And it's just a lifestyle. It's
Yep.
not. It's not like, okay, maybe if I meditate for a week straight, I'm set.
Yeah, no. It does not work like that.
No,
Because
you have to. It's like shit goes on every
yeah,
single day.
especially like things that are triggering. So like something will trigger me, and I don't necessarily catch it right away, and then it will affect me for like 3 days until I go back to my routine.
Yep.
You know, I do my meditation, I do my breath work, I do my affirmations, I'm eating the correct stuff, I'm working out, like all that stuff has to be in place for me, and then I get grounded again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like, so I guess to answer your question, like why did I think about ownership? I think I have never like owned anything in my entire life, especially, you know, as a child. So I think, owning my first home was huge for me. I didn't even announce it, but that was like something that I can't even explain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then just the way everything was going with this, it's like I want a place for my people to be,
Safe.
comfortable,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I'm turning into the person that I needed when I was younger, right? So like I want to make sure like I can give that to other people. So in order to do that, at least from my point of view, was like, all right, let's figure out how to get this piece of land, secure it, and then like continue to make this place like the place where people want to be.
Yeah.
And like add things to it and adjust what we need to adjust, and the right people will come and the wrong people, if they're here, they'll leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think we talked about this before. I'm like 99% sure we have, but like throughout my life, right? Like I was always looking for like a big brother type person, right? Or looking for like a mentor, looking for just I thought I was anyway, right? I was always just looking because I'm a big brother, right? And I've always just like wanted something. Like I never had someone to look and see like, damn, I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna do it like that. I want to go that route, right? And even in general, whether it be for business or be for like, just someone. And again, like, it's just. It's I don't know what it is, right? It's not. My dad's my best friend, right? It's not like that type of mentorship because he's always been there for me. But I'm just something like some type of different type of mentor, right? And then I came to the revolution that I'm him, right? Like I'm the guy, I'm the person that I need to be
100%.
for like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to necessarily explain it, but I'm that person. Like I want to be the person that people come to, and I want to be the person that you could rely on, and I want to be that person.
Yeah.
Like I could be I could be the person I've been looking for, if that makes sense.
No, I totally. It's 100% what it is.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's deep, right? But it's like that has helped me. That has almost like lifted a weight off my shoulder in the sense of like I'm not searching anymore. I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm like right here, right now. And I told you the other day, it's scary how present I've been feeling. Just like, because I know other people, most people are caught up in their shit and in their head, and like they're not present. They're not right here. They're trying to get something out of this conversation and get the fuck on and go.
Yeah, they're unconscious.
Yeah. And it's like, they're just really, so like for me, like I think if most people who are looking for something like that, if they look in the mirror and look within,
yeah,
it's like it's a very, very powerful feeling to have, man. Because like you don't
need anything.
You don't need anything.
You don't need literally anything.
No.
So,
like you don't need anything from anybody. But all you want to do is help people, right? And like you don't want anything in return. You don't want like you're genuinely just going through life helping people, and things just happen like. The right things just happen for you. You know, you live life that way, and you just live with a pure heart.
It's a vibration. It's an attraction.
It genuinely is, because you ought to. If you're living in that, let's say that calm vibration that's on one wavelength, right? And then all of a sudden someone comes in and screeks in and fucking just slides in and just does some bullshit. You're gonna notice that right away because you've been living a certain way compared to where like if you're always on that creek, always living up and down right, your life is crazy. When chaos occurs, it's like you're just used to it and it just blends right into the thing, and you're just able to just kind of. But like if you're able to take yourself, we talked about this before, but if you're able to not necessarily look through your perception, your perspective, and through other people's perception, then you could almost have like a superpower, man. Like it's one of those things where it's very, very powerful. I love that quote. That quote.
That's awesome quote.
Yeah.
When we were talking to my sister Kendra the other day, I felt like I was talking to my younger self. Like when I was just like, I just was so not comfortable with myself that I was constantly focusing on other things, and like what I was trying to get across to her, and I think I did because we've been talking a little bit, but is that when you are comfortable with yourself and you're secure with yourself, it doesn't. All that other bullshit does not fucking matter. Like, she was talking about whatever she was talking about, and I was like, why? I was like, I don't care about this situation. I care about why are you not telling me about what you're doing? Like, let me hear about your music. Let me hear about, what you got planned for, what do you want to be 5 years from now? Like connect. So like what I've been doing, and I told her to do this too, is that in my meditations, I picture the best version of myself. I think I've talked about this before, but picture the best version of myself and what decisions that person is making, or that version of myself is making. What feelings is that version of myself feeling? What words is that person saying?
What decisions?
Like every single aspect of that best version of myself. What is that? And me here presently now start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it creates this like almost like this like bend in time, which is like wild, but and it creates a shorter distance from who I am now to the person I want to be.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was trying to explain that to her, and she sent me her song and stuff, which was fucking awesome. I was like, holy shit. I had no idea. Like, I had heard other songs from her like a while ago.
I gotta play a little bit of
this. But this was like, I was very impressed.
Mind you, she makes this song right here. I'm gonna play a little.
Like on her headphones.
On her headphones with an iPhone. Just listen to this real quick. This is insane, dude. This is Kendra.
Make sure it doesn't go off.
No, I won't. Pacini.
No, I'm saying. Okay.
Kendra Pacini, is it right?
Yeah. No, I'm saying it might go off. Like, it might go black. You gotta touch it. Yeah.
Shout out Kendra. Superstar in the making.
Crazy.
That's crazy, man.
We'll drop the link in the.
Will it be flat? Oh, really? Will it be? Oh, cause she flat for her song for a song that she's not even out anymore.
I just came in for like a second.
Oh no, that's Kendra. That's her sister. That's her sister.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her sister, and it's not even. It's her. She made it on her phone. It's not released anywhere. It's not.
I think it's on Spotify.
Is it on Spotify? Just
Yeah.
Can she? Could Kendra would. Yeah, Kendra would copyright us. But she's nasty. She's a beast, man. Like,
You should meet her. I know you do music too.
Yeah,
so
bro. Because she records everything on her phone. That whole thing she's on her iPhone. That's it. Like in
her little mic, or
yeah,
I
she
guess
has a mic that's like unattached. Yeah. Wow. But
yeah, so like the point of that was like, I forget what was the point we were talking about. You asked me.
You were talking about Kendra's how she sent. I don't know how she sent you the song and
how do we get on there?
Well, no, because you were saying like you talking to her was like talking to your future self.
Oh, or no, my past
your
self.
past self.
Yeah.
And it's like you're like bending time in order to like that's a powerful way to think, man. Because you become that person that you want to be. It's almost like you're tricking yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But then it's happened, and then it happens.
It starts to happen.
Yeah.
That's why the point I was trying to make to you when I say like I joke around when like I push like something happened, like cram it down deep, right? And I'm like I'm the reason why it's helped me because like it's not like I'm holding it. I just like forget. I just let it go now. It's not like I'm holding there and like thinking about it for 5 days. Like that's what I was doing before.
Yeah.
The more I've catch just like doing like literally just stupid shit, I'll just be now I'm it's automatic like Teflon. That's just like all right. I'm able to just move on like and be wherever I'm at. And I think so many people are caught up and tied up into 444 and the are tied up into the their own world and I think being present is powerful, man. It really is.
But it does take practice. Like it didn't just come naturally. But even meditating, like the first few sessions did not work. At least I didn't think they were working. But I think I don't know. I just pushed through that and just continued to like just trust it. And then all of a sudden, it was just wild.
It's so weird how like when you don't try to structure your life a certain way, how it starts to fall into place.
You just be.
Yeah, it's like it's the weirdest thing because like you see people like shout out to Ashley, Ashley's super structured, super organized, but you can't organize life.
Yeah, it's
you can't
surprises.
Schedule, you can't schedule life, right? Like you could like she's very very regimented, and it's like it's a great thing. I'm not trying, but again, traffic or something, you know, you trip and fall. Like there's shit in life that you just can't. And then because what you do is like, and I know people just like not just Ashley, so many people are like this, but like what happens is you're going about life a certain way. You have your thing, you have your structure, and you have your schedule, and everything's, let's say for a week, everything's going perfectly. But the minute that something's off kilter, then you're all thrown off.
Yeah.
The whole day's thrown off, and it's just like I can't. And chances are, the way the world is that you're not gonna. Something's gonna happen, man. Life is random, and things pop up, and you gain interest, you lose interest. Like I tell me, the best interest I ever got. Shit changes. Shit changes. So like, you know, you got to be able to, you know, adapt and adjust. And I just feel like you gotta go throughout life to be able to. You have to adapt and adjust.
I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned too. Is like when something happens, like let it happen, and then don't hold on to it. Like I still have trouble with that. Like if something pisses me off, it raises my like my fight or flight, mainly fight. I don't really have a flight.
Yeah.
But it raises that like that feeling, and I have been working on you know, not feeling like I'm in a threatful situation.
Yeah.
Like I'm working on like, all right, everything's fine. Nothing's going to happen right now. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just there are people that thrive off that shit, like try to make you feel like it's the end of the fucking world, or like or put fear in your brain, because why I don't fucking know why they do that shit.
I went from what, you got a problem, what's your problem, to no problem, you got a problem, no problem. Like, I don't want problems with anybody. I don't want problems with anybody. But you want a problem, I have no problem going there either. Like, that's like my mind. That's my motto on everything. And before, I used to just be like I would just go and drink, just like, because people think I'm just a big soft guy, right? Or whatever. So I just be like something to prove and just look. And then I'm just like, I don't have, like, I'm not gonna. That's not a life to live. It's just not. So I just literally turned the switch off, changed my life, and like. We talked about how crazy it is that things have just starting to like fall into place, and with that being said, right, like I think it's knowing that there's going to be hard times in the future, right, and establishing the foundation right now while things are going good to be prepared for those things in the future, where it's like you know that there's going to be, you know, things that go wrong in the future, right? Or things that are going to be traumatic or whatever. Something's going to happen, you know, that we don't want to happen in the future. That's just part of life. But like knowing that there is no structure to life and things are going to happen and we're not in control of everything. It sets that foundation to be able to be more prepared.
Like
for things.
Practice it now, because like the bigger things are coming.
Yeah, and in both ways, right? Bad things, good things, and prepare yourself for both. But don't block your blessings. Like I think so many people are just caught up in their shit that they block their own blessings, man. Like
that was an issue for me too. Like I actually had a hard time celebrating myself, or like events, or like
just
wins.
waiting for the storm. That's what it is.
Like I think we've said this before, but like something good would happen, and then I would be like, all right,
what we got next?
What do we have to plan for? What's the next bad thing which is like a trauma response, right? So like I had to, you know, rewire that, and it, like we said previously, it's not just you just do it once and then it's rewired. You have to like work towards that shit. Yeah. Because like, you know, something good would happen, like the building, right, or anything, and then I would be like, I was in shock for a few days, to be honest. But then we haven't really even like celebrated. You know?
And but that's the thing though, is like, you know, we're celebrating life every day.
That's true. Yeah.
Like I genuinely, man.
Yeah, I am super great. I was at downtown at the marina. It was like 75 degrees. I was waiting for me and Kanto. Yeah. Shout out to me and Kanto. They just moved to the building down there, which used to be an ice cream shop, but then there used to be like the bumper boats over there when I was little. I used to go there.
And that's at Howard T. Brown Park. Yep. Right downtown, right by the marina. Beautiful view. Awesome food. Go check them out.
And so I was just like looking up at the water, at the sky, and I was like, it is such a beautiful day. I'm so grateful for like everything that's just being here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's like you could breathe. Yeah. And like you could like know that like you got some security, and we're just like, now that the work continues, we keep grinding. Yep. But how we want to do it. Yeah. And like, you know, it's I'm telling you, I feel, I know exactly what you mean, dude.
Yeah.
And I've been there, feeling that, just like, what a life, man. I say it to you every day. Every day, like, what a life. Like, look at this place, man. Look what we're doing. Like, look at the people. Look at Brian and all these people, the relationships that we've built over the past, like, their family.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
we have this place, the environment that we built is like a place that people want to come and see us.
Yeah.
Half the time people don't want to work out. They just want to come talk to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I love it. I love that. And I love that shout out to everybody who does that, just wants to come here and feels comfortable being here. If you're just walking from machine to machine and just like wanting to be in a positive environment, that's the place that we've built, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's the most exciting thing. And it's, as far as you talk about, it's timeless. This place is timeless. Like, it's not a place where it's a fad, or it's like a, health, human health is something that's forever.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And you'll always, no matter how old you are, no how young you are, you'll be able to benefit from this place. And I think that's what really, really motivates me to just try to have something I could pass down to, and like, our kids will be here sitting in these chairs, with AI, freaking, instead of Derek sitting there, there'll be a AI, like a fake
robot,
just like sitting there taking care of stuff when we're, who knows what they'll have, and then Derek will be famous by then, so we won't even be able to. Man, we gotta keep you while we can, man, because you'll be long gone by the time our kids will be here. But yeah, man, I'm just, and we can kind of wrap it up here. We're kind of closing towards the end, but and I'll end it on this. I'll just say, like, I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for this place, for opportunities, for my second chance at life. I could get goosebumps talking about it, but I could have drowned, but I grabbed the rope. You know what I mean? Like, I was dying, like, for real, man. So to be able to just, to wake up every day just to experience what I experienced, man, it's priceless. So
I'm grateful for you, for this place. I'm grateful for you guys coming in. We had a little hiatus. We have some new producers. Do you want to, Derek? What's your last name?
Him. Denis.
Derek Denis.
Drew Denis.
Denis.
Yeah, the two brothers. Yeah, so we talk about them real quick, man. They're awesome guys, young, hungry. They're I'm very excited for what they do. They're very, very talented. And they're going to help us produce this podcast, and it's just going to be something to where we're going to work out the little kinks in the beginning and smooth this thing out. And very, very excited for the future, man. And thank you, man. Thank you guys for being here for sure. But
we'll definitely have you guys on too.
Yeah. Because now you guys like a little mystery. They don't even know what you guys look like. They don't even know. It's just it's cool. You guys could. Matter of fact, you guys start wearing masks everywhere. So no one ever knows who you guys are. Just always the mystery. Nah, but yeah. So this is episode. I don't even know what episode of Misunderstood. This is episode 5 of the Misunderstood podcast. And again, thank you guys. We're gonna film again next week, but it's just gonna be. We'll do a couple episodes of just us kind of riffing back and forth and doing current events, talking about where we are in life. We have a bunch of new stuff coming to the gym that we could talk about, so that's going to be awesome. We could talk about some of our ideas that we want to do around the property and then what we want to do for the future. I want to be able to bring up like our original business plan. We had the pillars.
Okay.
Like just like from like 2021, like the old original one, to see like how close we are to where we thought we were going to be.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We'll put a link in the description for all our pages. And yeah, let's go. Let's get this to 100,000 subscribers, right? That's our goal. 100K subscribers for YouTube. So we're getting there, brick by brick by brick. Thank you guys.
Thank you.